Even though he was the franchise player and Kevin Durant was clearly the man, at the same time, he acquiesced significantly. He came across as somebody that didn't mind at all being deferential in any way. And we marveled at it while at the same time criticizing it, because we said to ourselves, you're shooting better than 50% from the field. This guy is shooting 9 percentage points less from the field than you do, but he's taking more shots year after year than you do, Kevin Durant. It makes absolutely no sense whatsoever. Not only are you more prolific because you're 6'10", 6'11", you can pull up from 30, you got a handle, you can take it to the rack, you're unstoppable in the open court. You may very well be on the Mount Rushmore of the NBA someday. It wasn't just because of that reason. But we looked at it and we said, he's more efficient, he's more accurate, and that's just logical. But now it's changed even more so, because now what happens, Skip, is that we've seen what an apparently hungrier Kevin Durant is capable of doing, what an apparent angrier Kevin Durant is capable of doing. And as the result of those two ingredients, there is now no excuse to all of a sudden veer away from that just because Russell Westbrook returns. If you're Kevin Durant, it should still be inside of you right now to sit there and say, look, bro, I love you. You know that. I want you to do your thing. But it's my time right now. Give me the ball. Move out the way. I'm taking this over. We're not losing this game. We're not missing this opportunity at a world championship. I'm tired of being second, blah, blah, blah. All of those things have to come into play for Kevin Durant to a point where it enables him to be capable enough, Skip, to say to Russell Westbrook, look, this is what we're going to do. You're not asking, you're not cajoling, you're not pacifying, you're not doing any of that. What you're doing is saying, I'm not losing, we're not having this, give me the rock. Kevin Durant has to be able to do that moving forward. A lot of people are fond of putting stuff on Russell Westbrook. Not now. This is not the time, because Kevin Durant has grown up even more. I never had a problem with him before. I really don't have a problem with him now. He's grown up, and this is his team. And no matter what Russell Westbrook is made of, no matter how great he is, and I think he's a great, great talent, he's not KD. And in the end, it's up to KD to send that message. Not Scott Brooks, and it's not up to Russell Westbrook. It's up to KD. And if KD doesn't do that, that's on him. That's not on Russell Westbrook.
Okay, so nail it down for me. Gut feeling. Help or hurt KD right away? Which way?
Help. Russell Westbrook is too great of not just a talent, but of a competitor for it to hurt KD. He's a competitor, Skip. He wants to win above all else.
I disagree. I say that Russell's presence will hurt Kevin Durant, for sure for the short term and maybe for the long term. And I will be the first to admit to you, I'm clinging to my San Antonio pick. We're going to talk about this a little later in the show, who we got in the West and who we got in the East as we go into the stretch run. I am only clinging to my Spurs pick because of this dynamic between Westbrook-Durant. I'm going to remind our viewers one more time. A year ago in the regular season, Russell Westbrook shot it 102 more times than Kevin Durant shot it. I'm also going to remind our viewers once again that at the All-Star break, Kevin Durant has taken 246 more shots than LeBron James has taken. Over the last month, for sure, Kevin Durant has had the greenest light in the NBA, and it has been devastating and beautiful to watch. He has taken full advantage of that extremely bright green light of his. So here comes a player who is used to shooting a little more than Kevin. Kevin has suddenly figured out how to become the man in Oklahoma City, the Batman. He has taken over this team not only early in games, but late in games in ways he never has before, because as you point out, and I've pointed out on many occasions, he finally found his angry button, his mad button. He's learned how to push it, sometimes by technical fouls, Sometimes he just says, get out of my way. I'm going to do this in ways I didn't do it in the playoffs last year in the 4 straight losses to Memphis, in ways I didn't do it against Portland at home on New Year's Eve and against the Nets at home on January 2nd. He flipped the switch. He turned a very new page that is just astonishing to watch. So all of a sudden, here comes the other guy back. The other guy has a big ego too. The other guy was emerging earlier this year, the regular season up to Christmas Day, as a real force in this league in ways that he hadn't been before. I don't know if you remember the Golden State game at Oklahoma City. Russell hit an incredible fall away from the corner to win the game. It was awesome.
I saw it.
It was the man kind of a shot. So now Russell is coming back thinking, okay, Kevin really missed me in the playoffs against Memphis, but all of a sudden, Kevin's taking this team on a real ride here. Maybe I got to reassert myself. My point is, I think it's going to be a rocky transition. I don't think it'll be smooth as they try to figure out whose team is it. Remember, I'm going to point it out one last time, then I'll give the floor back to you. The guy who dribbles the ball up the floor is not Kevin Durant. It's the point guard, Russell Westbrook. It's his choice and his option whether to go ahead and shoot it or run a play that could feature Kevin.